The formation of the Zend Avesta. The collection of the Zend fragments, known as the Zend Avesta, is divided in its usual form into two parts. A very important designation, as Zend means a commentary or explanation, and is applied only to explanatory texts and to the translations of the Avesta. Avesta from the Old Persian Abasta, the law. See Pert's Journal Asiatic, 1872. Is the proper name of the original text. What it is customary to call the Zend language ought to be named the Avesta language, the Zend being no language at all, and if the word be used as the designation of one, it can be rightly applied only to the Pahlavi. The expression Avesta and Zend is often used in the Pahlavi commentary to designate the law with its traditional and revealed explanation, much as what they say about Prophet Muhammad in that, and others, and Zoroaster too, that there was a revelation and there was inspired teachings. The first part of the Avesta, properly so called, contains the Vendidad, the Visparad, and the Yasna. The Vendidad is a compilation of religious laws and of mythical tales. The Visparad is a collection of litanies for the sacrifice, and the Yasna is composed of litanies of the same kind and of 5 hymns, or gathas, written in a special dialect, older than the general language of the Avesta. These 3 books are found in manuscripts in 2 different forms, either each by itself, in which case they are generally accompanied by a Pahlavi translation, or the 3 mingled together according to the requirements of the liturgy, as they are not each recited separately in their entirety, but the chapters of the different books are intermingled in this case. The collection is called the Vendidad Sada, or Vendidad Pure, as it exhibits the original text alone without a translation. The second part is generally known as the Corda Avesta, or Small Avesta, is composed of short prayers which are recited not only by the priest, but by all the faithful at certain moments of the day, month, or year. In the presence of the different elements, these prayers are the 5 Ga, the 30 formulas of the Sirosa, the 3 Afragan, and the 6 Nyayis, but it is also usual to include in the Corda Avesta, although forming no real part of it, the Yasts are hymns of praise and glorification to the several Zads and a number of fragments, the most important of which is the Hadokt Nosk. That the extent of the sacred literature of Mazdaism, the formerly much greater than it is now, appears not only from internal evidence, that is, from the fragmentary character of the book, but it is also proved by historical evidence. In the first place, the Arab conquest proved fatal to the religious literature of the Sassanian ages, a great part of which was either destroyed by the fanaticism of the conquerors and the new converts, perhaps not fanaticism, quite the opposite, but are lost during the long exodus of the Parsis. Thus, the Pahlavi translation of the Vendidad was not finished before the latter end of the Sassanian dynasty. Christianity is the one that says to destroy the literature, the media of the non-believers, so contains not the few Zen quotations from books which are no longer in existence. Other quotations, as remarkable in their importance as in their contents, are to be found in the Pahlavi and Parsi tracts, like the Nirangastan and the Aogamade. The Bundahis contain much matter which is not spoken of in the existing Avesta, but which very likely is to have been taken from the Zend books, which were still in the hands of its compiler. It is a tradition with the Parsis that the Ashts were originally 30 in number, there having been one for each of the 30 Azad.